Hello children, today we'll take up the next chapter, acids, bases and salts. We use in our daily life a large number of substances such as lemon, tamarind, common salt, sugar and vinegar. And all these substances have different taste. So edible substances may have sour taste, they may have bitter taste, or some of them may be sweet and some may be salty. We we studied about the taste buds in the chapter Nutrition in Animals. When we study about different parts of the tongue, there we studied about these four tastes. Now on your screen, you can see some substances and their taste is also mentioned in front of them. For example, lemon juice. We all know that it is sour in taste. Orange juice. It is also sour, but sometimes when ripened oranges are there, it is sweet also. Then vinegar. Vinegar is a very common ingredient which is found in our kitchens. Okay, it is a food preservative. So it is sour in taste. Generally, it is used in salads. Then curd, your favorite curd. Again, it is sour in taste. Then we have tamarind. Again, your mouth starts watering because it is sour in taste. Then we have sugar, which is sweet in taste. Then common salt, which is the important ingredient of all food items. It is salty. And from where we get salt? Yes, from sea water. You studied in class 6th in chapter Separation of Substances. Then we have amla. Amla is a rich source of vitamin A. It is again sour in taste. Then we have baking soda, which your mama used for making cakes and for crispy pakora. It is bitter in taste. And do you remember one more vegetable which is bitter? Yes, its name also starts with bitter. You are right, it is bitter gourd. Then we have grapes. Again, they may be sour or sweet, sometimes sour and sometimes sweet. But we prefer when grapes are sweet, isn't it? Yes. Then unripe mango. Now mango season is over almost, so unripe mango are not available. But when they were available, they are sour in taste. Then glucose. On sports day, you all are eager to take glucose. It is sweet in taste. Now, the title of the chapter is Acids, Bases, and Salts. So, first, let us start with acids. Acids are the substances which have sour taste, These substances are acidic in nature. So when we say nature, it means we are talking about the chemical nature, because this chapter, it belongs to chemistry. Okay, so the nature of acid is acidic, and this word acid, it is derived from a Latin word called acer, which means sour. Now, the acids in these substances which are, shown on your screen are natural acids. It means acids are of two types, natural and synthetic. Okay, so those which are obtained from natural substances may be present in plants or in animals. They are called natural acids. And generally, natural acids, they are mild acids, means they are weak acids. It means Acids can be also classified or divided into two categories. One are strong acids and other are weak acids. So strong acids are those which are highly corrosive in nature. It means we need to be very careful while handling with those acids. Otherwise, we may get burn also. Okay, they are very harmful, very dangerous. And do you remember recently one movie was also there on acid attack? Okay, Chapak, yes. So in that movie also we saw the acid, a victim of acid attack. So on your screen you can see some substances are mentioned, and against them the name of the acid which is present in them is also shown. First is vinegar. As I told you, it is an important ingredient in your kitchen. It is generally used in salads. So it is sour in taste, and it contains a natural acid. Again, as I told you, these edible substances, they contain mild acid. Mild means very weak acid. So vinegar contain acetic acid. Then ant stings. Not only ant, you might have experienced, though I don't wish that you should experience that, but you might have experienced whenever an ant sting or any honeybee or sometimes even wasps. So whenever they sting, we get burning sensation. So that burning sensation is again because of acid present in that sting. So ant sting, it contain the acid formic acid. Okay. Other name for it is methanoic acid also. Okay. In higher classes you will study about these. Then citrus fruits. Nowadays you all are advised to eat citrus fruits like lemon, oranges, lime. So all these contain an acid called citric acid. Then of course your all-time favorite curd, it contains an acid called lactic acid. Then green leafy vegetable spinach. Will be surprised to know that this vegetable also contains an acid named oxalic acid. The next is your amla. As I told you, it is rich source of vitamin A. It contains an acid called ascorbic acid. Then last is your tamarind, grape, unripe mangoes. All these sour taste fruits, they contain an acid called tartaric acid. So children, now I hope this is clear to you that acids are generally sour in taste, but they are corrosive. So we have to be careful while handling with acids. And as I told you, acids are of two types, natural and synthetic. You can also call them strong and weak acids. So generally weak acids which are mild in nature, they are edible, and but as I am telling you that they have sour taste, so it doesn't mean that you should taste all these acids. Okay. So next word in the title of our chapter is bases. So bases are those substances which have bitter taste. You can remember it very well with the help of letter B. B stand for base and B also stand for bitter. So all those substances which have bitter taste, they are called bases, and they have a soapy touch. They have a soapy, or you can call it slippery touch. So these substances are basic in nature. It means the chemical nature of these substances is basic. So on your screen some substances are given, and against them the name of the base is also given. First is lime water. It is not the lime which we eat. It is not the lemon which we eat. This lime water is the one which is used for whitewashing. Okay, so this lime water, it contain a base called calcium hydroxide. Then in your houses and homes, you know that your mama use certain solutions for cleaning the windows, glass panes, your refrigerators. Okay, generally a very common household name is Colin. So these cleaners, they contain a base called ammonium hydroxide. Then soaps, whether they are washing soap or laundry soap, laundry soap or toilet soap, they both contain acid. So generally sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide is the important component of these soaps. Then one very common and very useful substance, milk of magnesia. Yes, this is very common, but when I will tell you the name, then only you will come to know that's what Sarah is saying is correct. Yes, digene. Whenever there is, acidity, when you overeat, your mama gives you digene. Okay, that digene is actually milk of magnesia. It also contain a base, and the name of that base is magnesium hydroxide. Now, children, beside these acids and bases, there are certain substances which are neither acidic nor basic. It means, on the basis of taste, when we are saying acids are sour in taste, bases are bitter in taste. So, what about the salt and sweet taste substances? So, all those substances which are sweet and salty in taste, they are generally neutral substances. An example of neutral substances are your sugar, salt, distilled water. You know what is distilled water? The pure water is called distilled water, which do not have any kind of impurity. It means the rainwater is an example of distilled water. Now, children, as we discussed that, again, I forgot to tell you that even bases are of two types, strong and weak. Okay, so they are also corrosive in nature. It means we have to be very careful while handling strong bases. But since the beginning of the chapter, we are saying that taste, acids are sour in taste, bases are bitter in taste. But when you come to know that they are harmful when they are strong, it means both strong acids and strong bases are harmful. So, is it sensible to identify any substance as acid or base by tasting? What is your answer? Yes, a big no. Because who knows, it may be a strong acid or a strong base. So, how to distinguish between an acid or base, or how to identify whether a given substance or solution is acid or base? And the answer to this is indicator. So, indicators are those substances which help us to identify whether the given substance is acidic or basic in nature. Generally, these substances, they change their color, or sometimes even change their odor also. Okay, so these are called indicators, and again these are divided into two categories. One are natural indicators which we obtain from natural substances, and the other is synthetic. Okay, so synthetic means those which are prepared in laboratory. So on your screen you can see the name of certain natural indicators. Example, litmus, turmeric, China rose petals, we usually call it hibiscus. Okay, so these are naturally occurring indicators. Now, first word is litmus. Litmus, in chapter 1, we studied about symbiotic relationship, where we studied about lichens. Okay, so lichen is a symbiotic association between an alga and fungi. Yes, you are right. So this litmus is obtained from lichens. Turmeric, it is an important and essential ingredient which is used in our food. So it is available in our kitchen. And hibiscus is also a common flower which we can easily find in our surrounding. In our school campus and school garden also, so many hibiscus plants are there. So natural indicator, as I told you, litmus, it is a natural indicator obtained from lichens. It is available in the form of solution, and its color is generally purple in solution form. Okay. So in distilled water, its color is purple. In acidic solution, yes, now this is the test which tell us whether the substance is acidic or base. In acidic solution, it turns red. It means whenever litmus solution turns red, it means the given substance is acidic in nature. And whenever litmus solution turns blue, it means the given substance is basic in nature. So blue, B for blue and B for basic. But in our laboratory, it is also available in the form of paper, that is called litmus paper. So strips of papers are there. So it is of two types. One is blue litmus paper and other is red litmus paper. So whenever you dip a litmus paper, when blue litmus paper you are dipping in a solution, and if it turns red, then the given solution is acidic in nature. And if there is no change, then it can be a neutral substance or it may be a base also. So for that, we can again test it with red litmus paper. So if red litmus turns blue, then the given solution is base. And if even the red litmus is not showing any change, it means the solution is neutral. So on your screen, there are certain, substances are given, and you can easily identify their nature, chemical nature, by testing with litmus paper. So effect on blue litmus, and effect on red litmus, and inference. Inference means result you will write. For example, tap water. So tap water means the water which comes in your, yes, houses or homes. Okay, that water, even it is not pure water because it also contains certain minerals. Okay, so it may be slightly acidic or it may be slightly basic. So if it turns blue litmus red, then it is acidic, and if it turns red litmus blue, then it is basic in nature. So if it turns red litmus blue, then it is basic. So in inference, you will write basic. Detergent solution. As I told you, bases are soapy in touch. So from the name itself, but you can conduct this test, and when you will conduct the test, you will find that it will turn red litmus blue. So inference, you will write basic in nature. Aerated drinks. Aerated drinks means soft drinks, generally the one which you purchase from shops, your Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Thumbs Up. These are aerated drinks, and you know that they are a little bit tangy and sour in taste. So it means, though next time you conduct the test, but right now I'm telling you that they are acidic in nature. And so if acidic in nature, it means blue litmus will turn red. And when you will dip the red litmus paper in them, no change. It means, in friends, aerated drinks are acidic in nature. Similarly, you can conduct the test for various substances given below. Soap solution, it is basic in nature, but you conduct the test and find out. Shampoo, again basic in nature, so it will turn red litmus into blue. Common salt solution, it is neutral, so no change. Effect on blue litmus paper, no change. Again on red litmus, no change. That is why it is neutral. Sugar solution, again same thing, it is neutral. Vinegar, it is acidic in nature. Baking soda, it is basic in nature. Milk of magnesia, again basic in nature. Washing soda, again basic in nature. And lime water, again basic in nature. Because earlier I told you about the chemical nature of these substances. Now, important indicator, turmeric. Yes, as I told you, turmeric is easily available in your kitchen. So this, at least this activity, blue litmus paper or red litmus paper, you may not have at home. So you can use turmeric at home because it is a natural indicator, and it can be used as turmeric solution or as a turmeric paper. It means you can take a simple plain A4 size paper and make a turmeric paste and spread it on that paper and cut the strips of that paper. So in acidic solution, no change. Turmeric paper will show no change in acidic solution. But if the substance or if the solution is basic in nature, then this turmeric will turn reddish brown. Probably you have seen that whenever you are eating food and by mistake if vegetable curry falls on it, then we may have stain, and those stains are generally of oil and turmeric, yellowish in color. And if you will apply soap over that, then you will see that it turns reddish brown. It shows that soap and detergent, they both contain base. Okay, so again, you know the nature of these substances, but you don't, whatever I'm saying, don't blindly follow that. You conduct the test and confirm that whether lemon juice, it is acidic or basic, orange juice, vinegar, milk of magnesia, baking soda, lime water, sugar solution, common salt solution. Okay, check it. The last two, they are neutral. Then lime water, again basic in nature, baking soda, basic in nature, milk of magnesia, basic in nature. It means 4, 5, 6. These items, they will turn the turmeric solution brown, reddish brown. And the first three, they are acidic, so in that you will have no change, and in last two also you will have no change. But one thing is there, that turmeric is an indicator which will tell you only about bases. It means if it will not show any kind of change with an acid and also with neutral solution, so it is not going to help you to distinguish between an acidic and neutral substance, but it can easily help you to find out whether the given substance or solution is basic in nature. Next is hibiscus as an indicator. It is again a natural indicator obtained from the petals of hibiscus. It is used as a solution, and again you can make paper strips by rubbing the petals also. And for this, the test is like this. In acidic solution, it turns dark pink, that is also called magenta. A very beautiful dark pink color is obtained in case of acidic solution. And if the given solution is basic in nature, then it will turn it green. So unlike turmeric, which show only test with bases, hibiscus is a good indicator because it shows test with both acids and bases. It means it can help us to distinguish or identify between an acidic and basic substance. With acid, it turns dark pink, that is magenta, and in basic solution, it will turn green. Now on this slide, the one which is now you are viewing, in this strong acids are given: dilute hydrochloric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, dilute nitric acid, dilute acetic acid. Acetic acid is again organic in nature, mild or natural acid, whereas the first three, they are synthetic and they are very strong. Then dilute sodium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, again these two are strong bases. Okay, so you can conduct the test with turmeric and China rose, though these are not available. So when you will come back to school, that time we will conduct these tests. Right now you need not do these tests. Yes, next important topic. As you know, the title of our chapter is acids, bases, which we already discussed, and third is salts. So now comes the salt. So for that, we need to understand this topic, neutralization. Though we discussed that there are certain substances which are neutral in nature. So neutralization is the reaction between an acid and a base. Okay, It means whenever we react an acid with a base, the reaction is called neutralization. It means acid will neutralize the effect of base and base will neutralize the effect of acid. So as a result of this, we will get certain products, and those products are salt and water. Always. It means if you will add an acid with the base, but remember, both should be of same strength. If you are using a strong acid, then you should use a strong base. If you are using a weak acid, then you should use weak base. Okay, so if we react any acid with any base, we will get salt as well as water. Clear? So one activity is there that of course we can do in school. When you will return to school, that time we will show you. But right now you should know that here it is given that take some dilute hydrochloric acid. It is a strong acid in a test tube. Add 2-3 drops of phenolphthalein. Yes, children, as I told you, indicators are also of two types, natural and synthetic. So and I already explained you about natural indicators, because litmus, again, it is natural, turmeric, it is also natural, and hibiscus petal, that is also natural. But there are certain synthetic indicators also. So phenolphthalein is one among them. Beside this, there is methyl orange also. Okay, so you should know these names also. So phenolphthalein to it, the solution will be colorless. So it means this particular indicator, phenolphthalein, when you add this to any acid, it will remain colorless. The solution will be colorless. But if you add this particular indicator to a base, it will turn pink. Okay, it will turn pink. Again, I'm repeating, phenolphthalein is a synthetic indicator. If you add it to an acid, acid will remain colorless. But if you add it to a base, it will turn pink. So if solution turns pink, it means the solution is basic in nature. But if you will use equal amount of acid with equal amount of base and then check it, you will not get any change because it becomes a neutral solution. So salts are substances formed by the reaction between acids and base. So whenever we react any acid with base, we will get salt and water here. Okay. So example is also given, hydrochloric acid when it react with sodium hydroxide. So hydrochloric acid, it is an acid. When it react with sodium hydroxide is a base. It forms salt, and which salt? Sodium chloride, the one which we eat. Okay, sodium chloride is the one which we use as tablespoon salt. That salt is sodium chloride plus water. But children, you know that the salt which we use in our food is obtained from water, seawater generally, by the process of evaporation. Now, children, very, very important topic, that is neutralization in everyday life. It means every day there are applications, you can call it application of neutralization reaction. So first is indigestion, though directly or indirectly we have already discussed some of these, but we will now study them in detail and clarify our doubts also. First is indigestion. In second chapter and today also, when we were discussing milk of magnesia, that time I told you that whenever there is acidity, because you all know that human stomach, our stomach, it contains strong hydrochloric acid. Okay, but when we eat too much, overeating, whenever you are going to a marriage and you overeat, in that condition the stomach needs to prepare or produce more acids. And you know, acids are sour in taste. So because of that, you will have acidity and it causes indigestion. So now we know about neutralization. So how to nullify or decrease the effect of that acid? Of course, we have to use a base. And for that, we take the base, which is called milk of magnesia. Its chemical name is magnesium hydroxide, which is basic in nature. These substances, like milk of magnesia, and in commonly we call it diazine, so it is also known as antacid. Anta means against, opposite to acid. It means it counteract acid. That is why it is called antacid. Then second is ant sting. This I already explained you when an ant bite or any wasp or any honeybee when it bite, it injects formic acid and because of that we get burning sensation. So how to neutralize it? By applying baking soda. Baking soda, you know, it is easily available in your kitchen, which your mother used for making crispy pakoras and cakes. And we can also use calamine, which is commonly available in all medical shops and stores. So these two are basic in nature. So if you apply or rub it over that place, you will get relief. Now third is soil treatment. Now, there is a term called pH value, children, pH. So pH is a scale, like in last chapter we studied about Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale. In the same way, to measure the strength of an acid or base, we use a scale called pH scale. So by knowing the pH value, we can come to know whether the substance is acidic or basic. So there is a scale. It starts from 0 to 14. So 0 to 7, it is not 7, 0 to 6, it is acidic nature, 7 is neutral, and 8 to 14 is basic in nature. So plants do not grow well if the soil is too much acidic or too much basic. Like we cannot survive when things are too much acidic or too much basic. So, you know, optimum range is required. The same way, if the soil is acidic, it can be neutralized because now we know about neutralization reaction. So it can be neutralized by adding quicklime or calcium oxide or slaked lime, which are basic in nature. If the soil is acidic, it can be neutralized by adding organic matter which releases acids. Fourth is factory waste. Factory waste, which are generally sent into water bodies, contain harmful acids. So if they are released directly in water bodies, because generally all factories, they are situated on the banks of rivers only. So if they release that waste directly into water, then it can kill fishes and all other aquatic organisms which are living in those water bodies. So to prevent it or to check it, it can be neutralized by adding basic substances before releasing it into those water bodies. I hope you enjoyed the video and you understood it. Okay, thank you for watching.